Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Happy 4th of July to each and every one of you. Hope you guys are having a great time hanging out with your fam, hanging out with your crypto fam as well. Yeah, so we just got back. Well, we got back in late last night from a trip to Mexico. And so, yeah, I wanted to go live from home. I've been planning this live since about, 10:30 this morning, maybe 11:30 this morning. So it's great to see each and every one of you. Appreciate you guys being here again. Happy 4th to you. Hope you're excited about being an early adopter, my friends, in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. Hope you're excited about it. Ripple just filed for a new on-demand liquidity ODL patent. It's pretty phenomenal. It is pretty phenomenal. That is some outstanding news. Shout out to Crypto Eddie, who first shared this new patent. Oh, what happened there? That is a cool deal. We're not going to get too much into it, but we are definitely going to talk about that. That is some really exciting news for sure. I'm going to talk share a little bit about our DeFi strategy for the moment. And again, it is all in preparation for the launch of Flare Network, which I just believe the more and more I learn, the more and more I discover, I just realized that Flare Network, just look at Ethereum and just look at ETH and then multiply it by, I don't know, take it to the exponential power. That's the way I see Flare Network and that Spark token. I really do. I really, truly do. And I hope you'll see that as well. The market, look, it's picked up a little bit. It's not at 2.5 trillion yet. So and we haven't got back to those numbers yet. So until then, yes, I'm not so excited. Maybe I'll get a little excited when we get to 2 trillion. So we'll go over the numbers as well. We'll go over the numbers as well. But before we get on that, before we get into this, let's hop on that bridge. Don't tell me about your exit strategy. Tell me about your DeFi cash flow strategy. The market is doing what the market does, right? Brooklyn and the bridge. Really nice spot in Mexico. It's called Garza Blanca. Really nice spot. Garza Blanca. Los Cabos. What's going on, Klaus? Indeed. It's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute. Good to see you, my friend. I was going to go to the gym, but I have a feeling that the gym may have some shortened hours. I think I might have missed my gym slot. Shout out to Quincy Jones, Coin Club Crypto. We're going to share a little bit of his video. At 24 years old, he seems to get it than a lot of 40 and 50-year-olds. Life is good. What's going on, Zoran? Thank you, Direct Interior. Same to you, my friend. Indeed, home sweet home. 416 Crypto is in the building. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. That's right, Saturn Net 1. Great to see you, my friend. Spark token. Listen, guys, come on. Flare community called out some people today. Shout out to that dude. Yeah, now is not the time to be ungrateful. We got a replay going on here. I didn't set it up for a replay. Let's see what's going on with that. We got a little replay going on. Flare community called out some people today, kind of leaning on kind of setting these behaviors of being ungrateful. Where's my Spark token? Why don't I have my Spark token yet? Come on, you got to educate yourself on what's going on, right? We're blessed, not cursed by Flare Network and the Spark token. Remember that. Neil F checked in. What's good with you, Neil F? Good to see you. Indeed. Saturn and Net said, what's up, Siege? Flare will put some sparks in your life. LOL. How about that? I think the spark. Oh, Klaus, you didn't claim any of the spark, huh? I think the Flare networks, I just look at it from a basic guy, right? From just a basic guy, content creator on YouTube. I look at Flare networks and I think Ethereum. And I look at what Ethereum has done. And I think that Flare Networks is going to do at least what Ethereum has done. At least what Ethereum has done. I believe Flare Network represents. That sucks, Klaus. That really does suck, my friend. Legendary, what's going on, bro? Happy 4th to you. Why you no claim, bro? Rest in peace. I'm not sure what that means. JL FOMO XRP. It's good to see you. Unless you're talking about someone who didn't claim. Talking about Klaus. Okay. XRP's at 70 cents. Is it really? Pretty cool. So anyway, guys, listen. Ripple, new ODL patent. Just filed it. New ODL patent. That is pretty cool to see that for 16 crypto. There you go, my friend. Thank you. Let's just skip to 100 trillion. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you didn't do so already. What's your DeFi strategy? We're going to talk a little bit about that as well. I had to get on here and say, hey, for sure. It's great to be back home. Again, Flare Networks to me is Ethereum. And I don't want to use Ethereum killer. I just think that Flare Networks is going to do its own thing. I think if you're looking to kind of compare apples to apples, what I think Ethereum is a good place to do that. And we're blessed to be early in this new blockchain. We're blessed to be early. And we're even more blessed, not cursed, to the 100% upfront, dude. Not cursed. We're blessed to be holders of the Spark token. Blessed, not cursed. So that is going to be a big time deal, and it's up to us. I think one of the things that's most important to realize with Flare Networks is we have the opportunity to grow and promote network adoption. We, the XRP community, the Litecoin community, the Doge community, the Stellar Lumens community. It's really. A lot of it is in our hands. The success or failure, a lot of Flare Networks, a lot of that is in our hands and our active participation. That's all you got to do is just participate. Participate in governance voting, participate with the Spark token delegation to the FTL signal providers, possibly look into minting your F assets, possibly look into providing liquidity on Flare Finance, possibly looking into what's going on with Gala Games. Remember, it's on the Flare Network, right? These are things that we can do. I'm not a gamer. I'm not a web app gamer. I used to hang out on PlayStation and Xbox, but if by hopping on Gala Games and doing this Miranda's thing, which I have, if that's going to support the Flare Network, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get the game. I'm going to have it on a laptop. I'm going to hang out and, spend some time. I'm not going to spend hours of my day doing it, but I'm going to spend some time because it's supporting something that's supporting me. Really that kind of simple. I can get my grandchildren to hang out on my laptop and play it, right? but I won't be spending hours during that, but I will be supporting it, right? Because it's something that's supporting us, right? And so that's a really cool deal. I hope you guys get that bigger. If you don't get it, ask some questions here. If you don't get the big deal about Flare Networks, ask some questions here. But more importantly, go to the DeFiStandard.com, the DeFiStandard.com, and watch everything that Mickey B. Fresh and Patty XRP put out. Everything, whether it be the shorts that Patty XRP is doing, or the videos that Mickey B. Fresh and Patty XRP do together, or singly, or individually. Watch it. Every single one. Every single one. Don't know anything about helium, Christian Fernandez. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Crawfish checked in. What's good with you, bro? You know, and one of the great things, you're right, 416 Crypto, that the Flare Network is promoting is community, right? Really fully getting this. Each of us need all of us, and all of us need each of us, right? It's not just about the XRP community. It's not just about the United States, like some people would have you to believe, right? It's about the bigger, broader Flare community, which consists of more people outside of the US than in the US, right? So we want to think bigger picture. We want to think community. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. So guys, look, I'm going to go over this patent. I'm not going to go too deep into this patent. It is definitely something exciting because the fact for me, I'm talking crypto and cryptocurrencies in the patent for ODL is exciting. That is really, really exciting. Anyone get a chance to check out that patent yet? Let me know. Let's look over the numbers real quick. I can share them with you because it's kind of, yeah. It's kind of, you know, Bitcoin's at 35,000. Okay, cool. Ethereum's, wow, it's way back up over 2,329. Yeah, I got me some Ethereum. You know how I got me some Ethereum? Yeah, I just borrowed against my collateral that is XRP, and I hold some Ethereum now. Man, look at that. And I was getting Ethereum below $2,000. Now it's $2,329. Cool. Binance Coin's $308. Cardano's back up to $1.44. Dogecoin is at 24 cents. XRP's at 69, almost 76 cents. And Polkadot, you know, $15. Uniswap, $20. Bitcoin Cash, $533. Litecoin, $144. The Solana, $35. Chainlink, $19. Ethereum Classic, $57. Internet, you know, the same old stuff, the same old thing. Polygon's at $1.15. But again, guys, the Shiba Inu, where is Shiba? Up 17%. Cool. Yes, everything is, you know, pretty much the same. Aave is up 47%. Shout out to Aave coming back on the 7-day. But in any case, guys, the overall market cap, 1.5 trillion. That's where we are. Right. And so, you know, I can't get excited until we at least get back to 2 trillion. You know, so we'll see. What's up with BC Backer? Anyone heard anything of him? Cryptoverse believer, how are you, my friend? It's great to see you. Of course I do. Of course I do. I own some Shiba and some Safe Moon. I don't own any Doge. Indeed, indeed. You got to have patience in this crypto game for sure, Legendary. That is exactly right. That is exactly right. So anybody read over this patent yet? XRP Ninja is in the building. What's good with you, my friends? Good to see you today. Great to see you. So guys, this patent, again, mentioning crypto and a patent on the ODL is pretty phenomenal. It really, really is. I'm not going to read this. I'm going to share it. It's, you know, it's interesting stuff. Network computing system implementing on-demand liquidity to facilitate cross-medium to facilitate direct cross-medium transactions. There it is right here. USPTO report patents, Ripple Lab Inc. The patent number there. How cool is that? Got Warren Paul Anderson, Ginger Baker, Daniel Gray, Connor McNamara, David Appler, and Barack Kumar Sundaravadan. Shout out to those guys for making that happen. U.S. patent application was filed with the Patent Office on June 24 for network computing system implementing on-demand liquidity to facilitate direct cross-medium transactions. The applicant listed for this patent is Ripple Lab Inc.'s invention is credited to the names that I just mentioned. A computing system can provide on-demand liquidity for cross-medium transactions using direct wallet to wallet transfers of digital currency. The system can acquire exchange rate information from multiple sources and generate a guaranteed exchange rate and trade instructions to the originating and recipient clients to execute the transaction. Now, look, this is a very, 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 very broad thing here, right? And I'm certainly not going to read all of this, but every time I see cryptocurrency in this, I get excited about it. And their cryptocurrency is mentioned throughout. A network-based computing system implementing a cross-medium transaction service comprising a database stored on a storage device of the computing system, the database comprising digital wallets of clients of the cross-medium transaction servers, each digital wallet of each respective client storing a respective amount of cryptocurrency of the cross-medium transaction service and being accessible by the respective client via a transaction service application. Okay. All right. So the cryptocurrency is mentioned there. Then we got cryptocurrency again over here. Based on the transaction, where am I right here? Based on the transaction request, acquire exchange rate information corresponding to cross-medium exchanges between the originated value medium of the sending client, the cryptocurrency of the cross-medium transaction service, and the destination value medium. So cryptocurrency in this ODL patent is mentioned several times. The computing system of claim 1, wherein the value amount of the crypto responds to a current exchange rate originating. So this is absolutely outstanding. Again, I am not going to read all of this. I'm sure there's some people smarter than myself who can understand what ultimately this is about. Hopefully, maybe David Schwartz will get on here and break this down for those of us who are less technical. But this is really, for me, this is really, really exciting because this is a recent new patent, which means that they're always looking to improve and get better. And I just think, that is outstanding stuff. You know what I mean? I think that is outstanding stuff. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me get over here to YouTube and share this out. You know, again, these guys are constantly working to improve upon themselves. And so this new patent for ODL, it sounds very, very exciting. And again, the fact that they're talking cryptocurrency here with ODL, obviously it's just talking about XRP, as one of the currencies, right? That's what ODL does. It uses XRP. So I just think this is absolutely great news, right? Just released this patent. So, it'd be really interesting to see who's going to have access to this ODL in the future. Who's going to have access to this ODL in the future? That is going to be really, really exciting to see. Let me share this out on Twitter. Let them know that the crypto siege is live. Shout out to Trevor LeConte. Happy 4th to you, bro. I appreciate the shout out today, my friend. Let's do that there. But what I'm most excited about, I gotta tell you, what I'm most excited about is DeFi. DeFi, let me get back over here. Direct Interior Hip says, Crypto Eddie says, it embodies David Schwartz's vision of liquidity pools all over the world, which are mutually supporting. Yeah, I remember her saying that. I watched a video earlier today. And so this is really, really exciting. Thanks for sharing, Direct Interior Hip, right? It's just the future, and we're just in a blessed spot. I'm going to share a little bit of Coins Club Crypto, I believe is what it's called. Coin Crypto Club. I forget what Quincy's thing is called. We'll check a look at the Quincy. It's very interesting to hear from this young man. Right? Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Such a sharp young man for sure. Shares a link to the vids, friends. Thank you, XRP Ninja. I appreciate that. Yeah, that'd be cool if you could let everyone know out there that the crypto siege is live. Yeah, don't tell me about that exit strategy. Tell me about your DeFi strategy. I'm going to share just some few tidbits of some of the people that I've checked out today on YouTube, and we'll get into it. First, let's take a look at this young man, Quincy Jones. Let's see here. Take a listen to this. Okay, is this history? Yeah, this is the history. Okay. All right, let's share this. I still have not got my Zoom thing figured out. Why I keep getting an error on my Zoom when I try to go live, saying that I need to get permissions. Who am I getting permissions from? It's very, very odd. Let's see. Is it this one? There it is. Let's take a look at. Take a listen to Coin Club Crypto and Quincy Jones.
What's up, guys? This is Quincy from Coin Club Crypto. Welcome to my channel. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like the topics we talk about. Now, today, I'm going to keep this video kind of low-key, not too technical, and kind of go over a broader philosophy of crypto for a second. So I got two main points to go over, kind of my philosophy in the crypto market. One, frick fiat. Frick fiat. I'll go more into that.
Frick fiat.
Real adoption means replacing the current system of things. Now, what does that mean? Well, first we'll go into frick fiat. Well, for one, how are you going to go into a new, broader development space of new, innovative technologies and say this is the future while basically judging the overall performance of that technology that you invested in by cashing out into the old technology? Yeah, it makes no sense. How are we going to be going into the future with this new currency when you keep going back into the old currency? It seems a little counterintuitive, and it's funny too because if you just looked at these as just currencies, people bailing out of one currency into another currency looks like a complete loss of faith. But people don't tend to look at this in crypto, even though it's the exact same thing. So yeah, frick fiat. Stop worrying about fiat. Fiat it's a lower
freak fiat. I love it. Yeah, be wary of those who don't kind of get it, right? Freak fiat, right? We've been saying on this channel for a while now, don't tell us about the exit strategy. What is your wealth strategy? Why in the world people keep talking about going back into the fiat? I mean, I understand when you have to, right? You got financial obligations that aren't currently into crypto or taking crypto. I get it. But trying to live in this world, in that fiat system, that old fiat system, yeah. Just think about it. Just think about that for a second.
level currency. It's not an apex currency like a lot of these cryptocurrencies. And there are reasons why I say they're apex currencies, but the main reason is the broader utility and the use case that you're able to use with the technology as a whole to be able to use something like fiat is why it's an apex currency. Fiat is going to work under these technologies, not the other way around. But as of right now, it seems like people talk and treat it as if fiat's everything, cash out in the fiat. It's silly. It makes no sense. Now, the second thing is real adoption means replacing the current system. Now, what does that mean? Well, this is like any other type of technology that comes into the space. It means that in order for something to really be adopted, someone would have taken something that they would have otherwise been doing, set it down, and adopt a new thing. Pretty simple. Well, what does that mean for the broader landscape of things? Well, that means we're nowhere near full adoption. Not even close. Not even a fraction of a percentage point of the full adoption. Okay. So what does that mean? Stop looking at the price. It means price means nothing. It means short-term volatility is absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty smart for again. And he's young, right? I have children older than this guy, right? So he's young, and he's young in the crypto game as well, right? He mentioned that as well, right? But he's very, very smart beyond his years, right? And stop worrying about the price. That's right. Short term, long term, right? Right. The key today is how are you going to leverage? How are you going to leverage your assets versus liquidating your assets, right? So if you're overall new, right, just you're a real smart guy, don't know much about the DeFi yet. I actually asked him that question on XRP Bag's live stream, right? I asked him, hey, have you had a chance to dabble in and experiment with DeFi yet? And he said, no, he had not, right? So he doesn't understand DeFi yet. But I am encouraged that he will begin to explore, right? Because a lot of times when we're in the outside looking in on something, all we get is the rug pulls. All we hear about are the rug pulls and the soft pulls and the hard pulls and the scams, right? We don't, just like all the people outside of crypto. What do you think? What do you think they're hearing about? You think they're hearing about Ripple and 300 plus banks and ODL? No. They're hearing about the scams, right? They only hear about the scams. You see what I'm saying? They only hear about people getting taken on exchanges for billions of dollars or tens of millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. That's all they're hearing. They don't hear about this new asset class being built right underneath their noses, right? You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. Until you take the time to get involved and learn, you're just not going to know. Right? Just not going to know. What's going on, Health Hustle? Good to see you. Appreciate you checking in today. D. Dames is in the building. What's good, bro? Yeah. Where does he say he was going to school? He's in college in, I think he said ASU. I believe he said that's where he was going to college. Yeah, that's crazy, Michael-Angelo. Isn't that interesting? My buddy says every cryptocurrency is a Ponzi scheme. It's so sad. He's totally unwilling to have an open mind. It's so sad. It's so sad. And unfortunately, Michael, the vast majority, we like to call them the masses, will only participate when mass media gives them the permission to do so. It's really, really sad. They rely upon mass media to think for them. It's sad. It really, really is sad. XRP_Ninja says that Quincy is studying. Where did that go? There it is. Quincy is studying Flare as we speak. I will share a vid on crypto. Yeah, when he learns, he's going to be blown away. He's going to be blown away. I can promise you that. I was listening to, I'm going to share another video that I was listening to as well from Hugo by way of Flare Community. Shout out to that guy. We appreciate you, Flare Community. We appreciate all that you do, my friend. Danny Law checked in. What's going on, Danny Law? Happy Independence Day to you as well, my friend. I am smoking 9 slabs of baby backs. Wow. People out there doing their thing on the grill. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I definitely appreciate that. Danny Loff is out there doing his thing. We just got back from 7 days at the Casablanca and Los Cabos. So we kind of spent our 4th weekend kind of pretty much hanging out there, which is really, really cool. Oh, no. Michael, yeah. Fell victim. Yeah, I'm excited to see Quincy get into Flare Network and really understand what's going on there. Jason Master Pietro, how are you, my friend? I haven't seen you in a while. Baby Doge is doing well. Yeah, my guy, How Altitude Investing, texted this morning. Put out on the Discord this morning in his private VIP that he was loading up on Baby Doge and Baby Shib or something, or one of adding to his position in those, which is cool. It's all about cash flow in the Crypto Seizures home for sure. But I'm encouraged by this young man, Quincy, and his knowledge, and it's just his overall mindset and perspective. He has a great foundation, right, to be able to grow in this new asset class. That is the digital asset space. And so I'm encouraged by that, right? This is a young guy to be able to talk to some of his college buds and better educate, right? And, it's great to have a developer perspective as well so that you can kind of understand the technology, right? And, right, he's on a learning curve, right? You got to get that. He's on a learning curve about the true value of this new asset class. And it's a new asset class, right? So I'm encouraged for sure. Help hustle. Crypto Seas. This is the first, what the world? This is the first time that I've come across you, and I like the way you articulate yourself, and you are realistic. So I'll give you a like, and I'll just definitely subscribe. Well, thanks for the sub, my friend. One thing though, what's the one thing it didn't go through? I think you'll have to finish the rest of your thoughts, my friend, on another tweet or chat. Quincy confirmed a few of our thoughts, which is nice. What up, Siege? Yeah. And again, to be so early in the space, right? And just to have that good foundation, I think is really, really cool. To be able to get the bigger picture like that at such a young age, I think it's really, really cool. And yeah, I'm excited for his journey in the digital asset space. Really am. Well, also, I've been investing in XRP for over a year now. I just had a back and forth argument with someone on YouTube comments over XRP. Yeah, well, welcome to the club, my friend. That goes on a lot. He said XRP will only hit $3 max if that, and it's brought me down. Yeah, well, no one really knows about the price, right? Ultimately, yeah, and you certainly want to save yourself some time going back and forth on YouTube comments, right? All right, like Quincy says, you have to know what it is that you hold, and if you know what it is that you hold, the price, right? Incidental. If you get the greater adoption of this technology, the current price at today's price of $3 or $10 or $30 is insignificant in comparison, right? And I think the ultimate thing is for most of us to really, really get that we are in the early stages of this new technology. We're early to the game. And it's so important. If you can't think 5, 10, and 20 years from now, you're going to miss out, right? Thank God for DeFi that is allowing us to live our lives and have a lifestyle of massive cash flow without having to sacrifice the assets that we hold, which means we can continue to be committed to the underlying protocols and technologies, right, of these assets. Thank God. In other words, we have an opportunity to live life while we wait for the greater adoption of these technologies, when we wait for network adoption, right? That's the thing that we have. That is the thing that we have. Thank goodness for it. Thank goodness for that, for DeFi, because that is the thing. Otherwise, people will be in trying to live their lives, they will be selling their assets. But DeFi / CeFi gives us an opportunity to leverage our assets versus liquidating them, right? Some people, right? Some people are 24 years old in college, and some people are 45 years old with a family and kids and obligations and responsibilities that have to be met, right? It's a different thing. And crypto is their way of being able to do that. So they need options, right? They need options, and DeFi gives them options. Great platforms, the CeFi platforms like Celsius, give them options where they don't have to liquidate their assets, and they can create cash flow. They can borrow against their assets if needed and live their lives, right? One of the great strategies for Celsius is just get to a point where your weekly and monthly interest, you can live off of that, right? You can live off of that. And if you just employ a simple strategy, this is not financial advice at all. I wouldn't tell you what to do with your money, but that dirty, nasty fiat that you have, that's disposable income, $50 a week, $50 a month, it begins to add up when you are getting APY, you're getting interest on your interest. That stuff begins to add up. And not only that, you're investing in these technologies, whether it be the first technology, Bitcoin, right? Or it's the greatest technology ever created, like XRP, right? And so when you can get yourself in a position, you can learn how to create cash flow and just live off the interest, and then level up a little bit and deploy other strategies like borrowing against it safely, or you don't have to liquidate your assets. Then it gives you time. It gives you time to live your life and let the technologies grow, let the technologies be adopted, let all these regulations and all this other stuff take hold without having to liquidate your assets. Me, I tell you guys all the time, I shared it, me and Miss Crypto Siege, we actually signed a contract way before Flare Networks came. And our contract was between ourselves, our strategy, what we were going to do with our XRP at certain points, right? We both signed that. And I remember thinking, I can't go back on that now that Flare Network is here, Flare Network is doing its thing. I can't reasonably expect her to understand. So we had to get a new strategy. What was the new strategy? Get a lot more XRP that is outside the contract, right? So that we could participate in Flare Network. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to create cash flow with all that other XRP that we got, right? And so that we can, so that I can honor my end. Maybe if she tunes into Mickey B. Fresh and Patty XRP, maybe if I can get her to tune in, maybe she'll say, that contract, that would be cool. But I don't think that's going to happen. So we had to come up with a new plan. And so we're going to take that XRP and we're going to take that Spark and we're going to participate in Flare Finance and Flare Networks, obviously, and create cash flow, right? And create cash flow. And we'll have that XRP. Our other plan that involves a totally different strategy with Celsius. So yeah, hopefully, that $20 to $26 XRP that we were planning on comes to fruition. Hopefully that comes to fruition by January or February of 2022. Hopefully. And then this way, then I can, I get a little bit of help. I get a little bit of little bit of negotiating room then. Right? Because our plan is for $10 XRP. So yeah, what's going on? LSAMG? I feel like that's a car of some sort. Who said something about in 5 years? Man, this thing is screaming. I appreciate you being here. Jungler, warm greetings from Germany. Hey, my friend, appreciate you checking in. Nice man, true content. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you checking in today. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe. Exactly. That's it, right, LSMAMG. You're exactly right, brother. Hey, Siege, I'm old enough to remember when there was no internet, so I can wait 5-10 years for tech adoption. Exactly. That's exactly right. And again, thank God for DeFi, where we can create a cash flow business inside of crypto, right? With assets, with deposits, with borrow and lending, with daily interest. Thank God. In decentralized finance, without having to ask for permission. No permit. You see what I'm saying? No credit checks. We don't have to deal with that. We're not filling out an application. We don't have to come with references and credit scores. Good night. Thank God we don't have to do that. And we can create a meaningful cash flow while we allow for network adoption. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I highly suggest, in reference to Flare Networks and Flare Finance, to be here a year from now. I haven't been actively participating. Then see what you think. This wind moon in 90 to 120 days, that's over. That's the old way of doing things, right? Like my mentor always said to me, sometimes your greatest strength is your greatest weakness. What's one of the great strengths in crypto is that you can deposit money in January, and by April you could have $1 million. That's one of the great strengths. It's also one of the great weaknesses, right? So DeFi is allowing us to up our game and to get beyond wind moon, start thinking cash flow, start thinking about a cash flow business, a balance sheet, if you will, of assets, a balance sheet of debt managed correctly, right? Debt management, a balance sheet of cash flow with APRs and APYs and the assets associated with those. That's what we have an opportunity to do, my friends. It's a cool deal. It is a really cool deal when you can take your money, you can turn it into stable coins. You can deposit the stable coins, or you can participate in the monsoon of transactional fees. I liken convex finance to just like a dividend paying whole life, properly structured life insurance policy, because you put money into that thing, right? You're putting money in, you're putting quote unquote premiums in with a certain expectation. And then you get collectively putting money in. That's what's going on with convex finance, by the way. Because the CRV you deposit or the CVX you deposit, once you deposit it, it's gone. It turns into some other things. It's like participating in a pool of dividends. That's what it's like. It's phenomenal. And what comes out on the other end is just constant cash flow, right? Got to love that. And Flare Network and Flare Finance especially is looking to do the very same thing, provide you and I with cash flow for actively participating, for putting our assets, participating there. Now, Flare Networks just has some really great, no risk to your asset ways to earn cash flow. That's exciting. That is really, really exciting. Alex G checked in. What's going on, Alex G? Happy 4th to you, bro. What's going on, Gregson Wong? Great to see you. How are you today, bro? Hey, C's, I remember telling everyone that they would be using this thing called the internet and we're going to buy things using it. Everyone thought I was nuts. Wow. Look at that. Think about that. Think about that. That is crazy. Yeah, and we got LSAMG in the same position that you were when you telling people about the internet. He's telling his dudes, trying to tell his guys about crypto, and they're just not getting it. And the potential, and they just don't see it. Sad. But we're blessed. All we can do is all we can do to better educate and to try to turn our dudes on to what's going on. That's right, 4-6 in crypto. What's going on, Alex? It's great to see you, my friend. Wiggle room. That's what I was looking for. 4-6 in crypto. Thank you. Some wiggle room. We get to that $20 to $26 XRP. Now I got some wiggle room because we had a set amount of income to Celsius. Now we go beyond, above and beyond that. Well, then I have some wiggle room, right? To deploy this XRP and mint on Flare Network, right? So yeah, that's really exciting. Let me just take a listen to speaking of Flare Networks, talking about well, no need to beat yourself up, Ian Rivera, right? I mean, the market is still here. XRP is still here, right? So it's no need to beat yourself up. There's right. You have to come to a point in that you believe in the technology or you don't, right? If you believe in the technology, the current price, in my opinion, is still a great price. If you have none, like if you have no XRP, in my humble opinion, the current price is a great price. Just begin to dollar cost average in. Right? And if you believe in technology, XRP is going to be here a year from now, and it's going to be available. You know, hopefully, it's going to be available, but it's available now, and at 64 cents. If you believe in the technology, even at 64 cents to all-time high, it's still not bad, right? Still not bad. It's almost 6x, or maybe 5x, almost 5x, right? What's going on in the new 1%? So yeah, don't beat yourself up, Ian. Yeah. A lot of people have done that, right? We're all out of our VChain, totally out of VChain, totally out of Algo. Those are some platforms doing great stuff, right? We didn't beat ourselves up. Now we didn't sell into fiat. No, we put that into other stuff, right? But no need to beat yourself up, my friend. Just begin anew, right? It's a new day. John Tremblay says at $100, I'm still buying. I hear you, bro. I mean, Ripple and what they're doing is they just have a chance to be a major player in this new financial system. They really do. The great thing is this is a asset class, and there are other assets to be held as well, right? What's going on, Crypto Kahuna? Happy 4th to you, bro. Appreciate you checking in. God is definitely good. I just took the profits from VChain and I put it into something else. Hey, Keyless, good to see you. Jay McDean said, "Siege, why out of VChain?" I just took the profits and to put it into something else, man. I don't know. I forget what the X was. Return 25, 27X, somewhere around there. Right, exactly. That's exactly right, Ian. Yeah, it's long term, right? It's long term. Try and take the shot. Gary C., how are you, my friend? I think we're all just on the on-ramp to this high-speed technology, crypto, DeFi, price escalation. Indeed, we are. That is exactly right. We're early adopters in this new asset class, and that is a blessing. And what comes with being early is taking the blows, right? What comes with being early is, having to deal with slow regulation, right? Being so excited because you can see the futures, but these entities or these situations that are beyond our control still have to unfold, right? It's easy. As I like to say, it's easy in the winning locker room, right? That's easy. It's easy to jump up and down in the winning locker room, right? So it's easy for people when Bitcoin's at 60,000. It's easy for people to get excited about the digital asset space. That's easy. What's not easy is continuing to be excited whether Bitcoin's at 60,000 or 600,000, 60,000 or 25,000. That's not easy. To always be excited, to always understand the bigger picture. That takes a little bit more resolve. That takes some leveling up of your IQ, and not only about XRP, but about the digital asset space, and not about just the digital asset space, but about the financial asset space as well. You got to level up your financial IQ, right? You have to level up the financial IQ. You got to know the shortcomings or the limitations of the Roth IRAs. You got to know what having the LLC behind it. What is that about and why? You got to know about cash flow, right? You got to know about these different things, assets, liabilities, and debts, so that you can begin to participate and begin to level up your game here in this space. Is so hugely important. Let me take a listen to something from Hugo Filion. Where am I? Let's do this. So don't beat yourself up, Ian. Just begin anew. Let's go here. Let's go. Let's go over here. Let's check out this one here from Flair.
To do so, and until next time, I'm out.
This is Hugo talking about staking Spark or the Spark token.
People. I imagine during the early days of the Flare network, agents will mainly consist of big companies such as exchanges, for example, who may have the dedicated time and resources to build bespoke software to manage their collateral ratio. Something that's very important to
F asset system must have received the underlying asset in order or transformation of an asset from something.
Let's jump in.
Different. So staking traditionally, proof of stake is staking to secure the network, and that's what gives you the safety guarantees of the network. Flare derives those safety guarantees from federated Byzantine agreement. So we use our token as stake for a totally different reason. We use our token as stake in the same way that perhaps Maker might use Ethereum or any of those assets as a stake to enable the issuance or transformation of an asset from something to something else. People might consider Flare to be what's known as a synthetic, so the Flare assets to be known as synthetic assets. However, the key point to understand there is that you can't just mint Flare assets, so FXRP or any of the other F assets. You can't just mint them ad infinitum. So technically, with a synthetic asset, you could mint just an unlimited amount. The agents who have parked collateral in the Flare F asset system must have received the underlying asset in order for the Flare representation to be issued. So we're not creating inflation. It's not purely synthetic. And naturally, everyone in the system is automatically hedged. And that's really important. So when you create most synthetic assets, you have what's known as a delta. So you tend to be short the asset you're creating because you've parked some collateral, you're long that collateral, and you're short the asset you're creating, assuming that you sell the tokenized asset. And that creates a sort of risk that, if those people don't hold the asset, that they have that 100% of that risk there in the case that the asset moves in value. And so our method of dealing with that is that the people that have parked the collateral receive the underlying asset.
So there we have it. That's agents on the Flare network. And agents will actually receive the underlying assets being minted as a...
Well, it's a great model. It's really a great model. So there's an incentive, right? There's a big time incentive for these agents. And I really do believe that Celsius Network is considering being an agent. I really do believe that. So they're going to receive the underlying asset that they, whether it be FXRP or they're going to XRP or FXLM or Litecoin or whatever it is. But so it's going to be interesting to see who's going to turn up as these agents. I do believe that that Celsius is. This is my personal belief that they're considering that strongly because it's a form of yield. And so I just feel as though Celsius in some way is going to be participating in some segment of the Flare network ecosystem. I really, really do believe that. So that'll be exciting to see. I hope that they do become an agent because I'm very comfortable with someone I trust. I love everything Celsius. I love everything that they're doing there. So hopefully they will become an agent. But just understand that the greater ecosystem behind Flare networks is just different than anything that is currently out there. It's revolutionary in a lot of ways. It really, really is. And once you get a taste of cash flow, once you get a taste of being able to, earn cash flow, even if it's 5 cents and 10 cents and 20 cents and 50 cents a day, once you get it, when you see what it's like and what it feels like, once you get a sense of depositing or lending your XRP or whatever asset and then being able to collateralize, borrow against it to get other assets, once you get the power behind not having to ask for permission or not having some other dude on the other side of the table looking at you in condemnation is determine whether or not you and your family are deserving. Once you get that, once you get the joy behind that and the peace behind that, you will begin to participate in DeFi. I encourage you strongly to take a look. This is not 2017. This is not to buy the asset and safely put it on a ledger. This is not that. This is bigger than that. This is 2021, soon to be 2022. There are bigger gains to be had. The risk rewards, in my humble opinion, the rewards highly outweigh any risk. The risks are nominal. I call them opportunity costs. Opportunity cost. That's what we are, my friends. Really, it's really exciting when I think about what's going on with the Flare networks and Flare Finance as well. You know what I mean? It's going to be real. What's going on, John Bennett? It's going to be really, really exciting to see that and to be early with that. I mean, you like a lot of you guys don't get it because you're not involved with Curve. You're not involved with Aave. You weren't early in Uniswap. Do you know anyone who was early on Uniswap? Talk to them. Ask them some questions. I'm sure it's hard to find someone early on Curve or who was early on Aave. Telling you, it's powerful. It's very, very powerful. But you got to think long term. You really got to think long term. That's the great thing about it. If you can get out of that 90 to 120 day wind moon mentality, if you can walk away from that, you will be blessed here. If you can get away from the 90 to 120 day wind moon mentality, if you can get away from that, and you can get away from this, I'm just going to lock my assets up on a nano and just let the market do what it does. If you can walk away from that and begin to allocate a small percentage to begin to play the risk versus reward game, I'm telling you, you will never look back. You will never look back. You'll be out somewhere in your downtown area and you'll see a bank and you'll begin to feel sorry for the bank. You'll begin to feel sorry for the bank. Once you get to DeFi space, once you begin to get a taste of what it can offer you and your family. The world needs DeFi. The world doesn't need more traditional old school financial products like Roth IRAs. The world doesn't need those. The world needs DeFi. Right? RAs have limitations to them. DeFi's don't. You know, a minimum this amount, a maximum of that amount a year. Why do I need a maximum amount of anything a year? If I got the money, why do I have to have a max to it? Why do I have to participate in that game? And the answer is you don't. Certainly not with the vast majority of your assets. If you want to deploy a strategy that has 1% or 2% in some Roth IRA, cool. But why do I need limitations? Why do I have to abide by some limitation that some other person set? When you get the freedom that what the DeFi space provides to you, my friend, you're going to get excited about it. You're going to walk down the street in your downtown area and you'll see a bank and you will feel sorry for it. I promise you that. Because DeFi is the future, my friends. It is the future. Walk away from the 90 to 120 day wind moon mentality and walk into the long man's game. Walk into the chess game. Exactly. 4-6 in crypto. When you max out, then they're going to charge you negative interest rates. I mean, come on. It's your capital. It's your capital. Go to where your assets are treated best. I highly encourage you to think about that statement. Go to where your assets are treated best. And I promise you, it's not the traditional financial products that we hear about today. Be wary of those promoting those products as the end all be all. Be wary of those who are doing that. All right, guys, let me see what I got going on here. I bought SHIB. I got caught with my pants down. What happened? Did SHIB go away? Is SHIB still here, isn't it? Rolling. What's going on, Roland? Wishes Flare is really about to change the game. It really is, Roland. It really is. I'm telling you, we're blessed. Don't listen to those who would espouse to you that somehow you're cursed by being a Spark token person. Don't listen to that. It's nonsense, US or non-US. It's nonsense. You're blessed to own the Spark token, to have been gifted the Spark token. You're blessed. Don't listen to those who think Hugo doesn't have the same concerns that you have. Don't listen to those people who would espouse such nonsense. Yeah, absolutely. And a great Keyless, that's a great thing, right? And so here's the thing that I would say to you. Keyless says the first DeFi space that makes it easy for us to regularly withdraw our interest anytime to our banks. That would be something, right? And here's what I would say to you. If you're thinking about that, they're thinking about that. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Or what about, instead of your bank, what about to your non-custodial wallet, right? That's better. And I believe the Decent wallet and I believe Total Labs are going to continue to improve upon that. That wallet that you can use anywhere. That would be better. Right? That would be better. And I know that Spark token, I'm telling you, the people at Flare and the Decent wallet, the Total Labs, all of them people coming together, that's what they're thinking about. They're thinking about making DeFi better for you and I. They stay up late at night thinking about that, Keyless, for you and I. It's coming. It's coming. Without question, even the CeFi platforms like Celsius are thinking about things like that. That's why this new card is coming up. Q3. Spend at your discretion based upon the value of the assets that you hold. Based upon the value of the assets that you hold. So however much you got in the USDC, right? How much interest you get on your USDC weekly, monthly. That's coming Q3. Q3, the card's coming. It's coming, the card where you can spend as you will. CeFi, Celsius, the monster. It's coming out with that. It's pretty cool. Q3, that's coming. I don't know what they're doing for ambassadors as far as we're going to be part of first getting that card or what, but I got to tell you. You know what I mean? Yeah, Keyless. What's the name's going to take care of you? I'm telling you, freaking Celsius with that wallet. Celsius with that card, rather. Q3. I can't wait. I cannot wait for that joint, right? Can't wait. Because all I'm going to do is take that dirty, nasty fiat from my cash flow business. I'm just going to turn it into stable coins. I'm just going to deposit it on the regular on Celsius and we're just going to take care of what we got to do. I think it's MasterCard. No, it's Visa. It's a Visa. It's going to be a Visa card. Going to be a Visa card, Keyless. Yeah, so we will be, we already got our account. We don't have our business account there, but we do have our account set up there, right? And, we're going to take that dirty, nasty fiat, stable coin it, Celsius, and then just do our deal. Meet obligations, live our lives. Love it. And as soon as they figure out the whole direct deposit ACH stuff, we're going to change that up too. As soon as they get that out, they got to figure that whole thing out for the U.S. U.S. is something. U.S., they're so busy taking care of us, they're killing us. The U.S. is so busy protecting us, they're destroying us. Unbelievable. Undercover 65. How are you, my friend? So are you to say it would be best to stake the Spark from the airdrop? How would that work out with the tax man? Well, the same way any other taxes work, my friend. How does the tax work now in your current situation? Right? How does that tax situation work for you currently? It's either going to be capital gains tax or it's going to be ordinary income tax, right? And I always tell people, look, like the Spark token didn't just, what is the word? Heighten or just make people aware of taxes. Taxes have been going on for a while, right? So the key is, right? How prepared were you before this, or how prepared were you after the snapshot? What time did you take to be prepared for the airdrop? Still not too late. You can ask attorney tomorrow. You're getting this thing. It's a crypto. It's called an asset, and I'm possibly going to get this every single month. I want to create a strategy around it. What can my strategy be? It's either going to be ordinary income according to the IRS, or it's going to be capital gains according to the IRS, or some combination thereof. How can I prepare for that? You can tell them how much Spark token you have. You can give them an idea of what the prices will be, and you can begin to build a strategy. Right? So we don't have to be afraid of taxes. We just have to be prepared. And here's what we said. We discussed in the Crypto Sieges home. This is what we discussed. There is zero chance of us using our Spark token to pay for taxes. Zero. Why? Because the Spark token is an asset that creates cash flow. So in the Crypto Sieges home, there's no way we're going to use our Spark token to pay for taxes. Right? The IRS laws, tax laws, give you hundreds, if not thousands, of ways to write off taxes. Get you one. Deploy a few. Ask your tax attorney, what are some ways for me to offset some taxes? Don't have to be afraid of taxes, my friend. There's strategies around it. Just like I said in the stream the other day, it's interesting to me. Every time there's a new tax law, there are 5 sub-paragraphs that tell you how to write off those taxes. In other words, there's 5 sub-paragraphs that tell you how not to pay the new taxes that they just put out. You got to get familiar with them. Just have to be comfortable and become familiar with it. Right? You got to get yourself a strategy. That's all it is. Get yourself 1, 2, 3 strategies implemented. It doesn't cost much. Doesn't cost much to speak to an attorney. Doesn't cost much to put together a strategy. Then you can elevate the game, look into trust. But for now, talk with the tax attorney. Figure out what the strategies are. You don't have to be afraid of them. The Spark token, in my humble opinion, is a gift. It's not a curse. Like Robert Kiyosaki used to say all the time, there's no such thing as a bad investment. It's just bad investors, right? It's bad investors. You just got to educate yourself. Once you do that, being prepared, you're no longer afraid. That's why I've been telling people, why are you afraid of impermanent loss? He used to say there's no such thing as a risky investment. Only bad investors. Just not prepared. Right? Just not prepared. You can get yourself a team of attorneys for less than $30 a month. And then you can begin to ask questions and seek out strategies. Less than $30 a month. Right? We're talking wealth creation here. Surely you saying yes to you and investing in something like that is worth it. That's right, Keyless. I wish I had tax problems. It means I'm making some crazy money. Definitely, exactly right. Celsius will partner with property and mortgage lenders in the future. Why not? Celsius is very sought after, by the way. People are knocking at the doors of Celsius.network. Knocking at the door. They have to turn people away. Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap this thing up. It's been a really, really cool hang. I encourage you to go to the DeFiStandard.com. And, well, let me see. Do I want to show I said I would share my strategy. Let me share my strategy with you guys before I go. let's share that or share before I go. All right, so I'm on Aave. Let me share that. Aave, here it is. Here's the bank. Here's what I like to call the bank. Uh-oh, what's going on here? So this app.aave.com is the bank. Is that sharing? All right. Why? Let's see. Am I on the right network? Let's see if I'm on Matic. Am I on Matic? My MetaMask, I am on Matic. All right, so here's app.aave.com and their partnership with Polygon. Also, you can see over here, Aave Market, Polygon here in the top right. And this is a place for you to deposit your assets and borrow against those assets to deploy them or either on the platform or on other platforms, right? And you can see here, total market size is 4,291,000,000. These are the assets here. Is this thing is acting up? Matic, DAI, USDC, Wrap Ethereum, Wrap Bitcoin, and Aave. And you can deposit, and these are APYs, and then you can borrow and get the same and get another APY to borrow. In other words, it's saying if you have assets of value, you could deposit them here and earn interest for depositing them. No credit checks necessary. And if you want to borrow against the value of those assets, you can do so and still earn the interest on that particular collateral that you deposited. And so my strategy for Aave has been to deposit Matic, Ethereum, Tether, and USDC. And then I borrow against those assets, borrow some DAI, borrow some USDC, and I borrow some Tether. And for both depositing and lending, I'm earning Polygon. I'm earning the Matic token, which I believe is going to be significant in the short to mid term, right? And you hit the deposit button, you hit the borrow button, and you earn these rewards. You can see my available rewards right here is 3.13 Matic. This is every 24 hours or so, it might be every 30 hours or so. And you can see here the approximate balance in value is $10,000. My collateral is 93.84. My current loan to value is at 35%. I try to stay between, stay lower than 35%, usually 30 to 35%. Borrowing power used is 63.5%. You want to stay away from 70% or higher. My health factor, you want to be above 1.0. I try to stay between 2 and 2.5. I'm at 1.94. I borrowed $3,000, and I borrowed those USDC, DAI, and USDT, and I put it on Curve. I put it on Curve. I was there for about 45 days on one of the Curve platforms, and I moved over to another platform. Let me see if there's any questions in here while I'm doing this. Gary C, there it is right there, bro. I would never turn down a windfall because of the taxes. All right. The taxes are not here to kill you and take things away from you. You just got to be familiar with how it works. Right. I've never seen anyone file their taxes, owe taxes, and not been offered a gazillion ways to pay the taxes back. A gazillion. Right. What you want to do, though, is you want to learn how not to be in a position to pay taxes. And that just takes a phone call. It takes a few $100s to learn. Any questions? People going to crazy about Spark and its value is 0. Yeah, think about it. There's no value on the Spark token. Now, there's a whole lot of value in Flare Networks, but there's no value on the Spark token yet. And I'm excited think about Flare Finance building on Flare Networks and Gala Games. Why should you get excited about it? Because it's two different arenas. They're in two different verticals. Choosing Flare. When Flare Networks launched, I believe they said 5 to 8 platforms will launch on it when they launch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what they said. So no questions there. Let me share with you where I. Why does that say stop screen? where I deposited the $3,000 or 2,000 of that 3,000. Gary C. Oh, definitely want to go. You go to Mickey B. Fresh's channel, Gary. Plenty of tutorials there. Also, if you like reading, go to the DeFiStandard.com. Lots of great write-ups and videos on there. The DeFiStandard.com, one word. So let me share where I deposited the money that I borrowed against my collateral. Put it on the Curve. Now this site is the partnership between Polygon and Curve. It's polygon.curve.fi. So let's go here to the home. There it is. Here are the available pools, some of the pools. I was in this first pool here where you could deposit any stable coin. You turn it into 3. They basically divide your money by 3, essentially. And the base APY on those stable coins was 3.09%. And you earn 2% in CRV, the massive token that is CRV, and you earn 4.81% in MAG. That's the current numbers. These change daily. They change daily. When these things started getting below 1%, I got out of that and I got into this pool here, right? Because I didn't have to ask for any permission to do so. Right? I didn't need any permission to hop out of one and hop into another. Freely could do so. Do I have to pay a transaction fee? Sure. I pay the transaction fee to get in. I pay the transaction fee to get out. 0.something%. 0 point something, right? So this new one is I'm in here. It involves 3 stable coins and Bitcoin and Ethereum. The APY is higher at 5.32%. And the earnings in CRV and Rapmatic is significantly higher, 12.64%, 6 times higher, 20.33%, 5 times higher, nearly 5 times higher in Rapmatic. So that's the one I'm in now. And I just been in it maybe 3 days. I deposited $2,200 and I have $2,400 in there now. 22. I deposited $2,290. Now it says $2,418. I got in there now. So my deposit is $2,418. Daily volume in this particular pool daily is $7 million. I'm participating in the transaction fee monsoon paid out in CRV and WMatic. Assets that go up and they go down in value, right? But the transactions go on whether the market's up or the market is down. So my little $2,400 is 35 cents a day. It's $2.47 a week in the stables, and it's $10 a month in the stables. In the CRV, it's 0.51 CRV a day. And the Rapmatic, it's 1.25, 1.25 a day. You see what I'm saying? Then it goes to 3.59 Curve a week for the same money deposited. 8.65 Rapmatic, $17.76 a week. Monthly, it's $76.10 a month. $76.10. That's just for the 2,400. Now, at any time, I want to take my 24 or 2,200, whatever it is. I thought it was 2,200. Anytime I want to withdraw it, I withdraw it. I just take it off and I go to where my assets are treated best. It's powerful. It's powerful, guys. I'm telling you, it's powerful. So again, we got a cash flow business in the traditional space. We earn cash flow every single month, right? Every single week and every single month. We get paid 5 times a month. We deposit that money, a portion of that cash flow, into platforms that treat our money well. That's what we do. Now we have an established portfolio of assets already, right? 5, 10, 15, 25 assets. We have an established portfolio of assets. We don't have to dollar cost average into the market any longer. We have established assets. Some people just starting out probably want to start out with a percentage in establishing a portfolio and a percentage into looking and playing in the DeFi space. Maybe you want to consider that. But I think this is absolutely powerful because that CRV and Matic, guess what it does? It goes up in price when moon. And guess what it does during the bear market? It goes down in price. But guess what continues to happen? People depositing and people withdrawing on the platform. Transactions continue to happen. It says it right there. Daily volume of 7,738,000. That's just on this particular pool. Every single day. So no matter what, I'm earning more CRV. No matter what, I'm earning more Matic. No matter what, I'm earning more of an asset for merely depositing. Why? Because they value my asset. So that's what it is. That's the saying for this channel, dude, my friends. Go to where your assets are treated best. That's what we all have, guys. That is the opportunity that we all have. It's pretty powerful. What's going on, John Robinson? Good to see you, my friend. Good stuff, CJ. First one to actually say the CJ. I like it. Good stuff, CJ. Appreciate your transparency, dude. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you checking in. I appreciate you checking in, my friends. That's what we have. And I promise you guys, once you get a taste of the feeling of being appreciated and having your money be appreciated, having you being appreciated for what you bring to the financial space, once you get that feeling, you will not walk back into the old way of thinking, in the old way of doing, in the old way of treating your assets. You won't go back to it. No shot. Once you get that feeling of saying, you know what, I got some assets, I want to borrow against it without a credit check and a credit score, done in seconds in DeFi, done in minutes to hours on CFI. Same day CFI loans approved. So once you get that feeling of being and being treated like the 1% of the 1%, once you get that, you will never walk back. You will never go back. You will never go back. It's a powerful thing. And all you got to do is get you a cash flow business. If you don't have one, reach out. We have one. It may or may not be for you, but at least you'll begin to look into it. You need a cash flow business, in my own opinion, for the write-offs and, well, for the cash flow. Right? For the cash flow. We have tons and tons and tons of write-offs because we work from home. Go to where your assets are treated best.
I don't feel like my assets are treated well around here.
I hope you guys did not just hear that now. There's Crypto Siege over there. Right? I mean, that's what we do, right? What is... Yes, you are. That's with CJ and Tatiana.com, right? Success with... No, for the
I don't know.
the CJ for the webinar, right? Yes. I believe that's what it is. Old money can't turn back time, and the old system is running out of time. That's exactly right. 416 crypto. Let me make sure that is right. How do you? My goodness, I can't spell now. Success with I don't think that's pretty bad. Church, right? Because we have two. That's why it's a problem. What is the CEJ one?
Isn't that working?
No, I'm saying that's our website, right? The CEJs.
Maybe just tell them you'll post the
Yeah, it is right there. So where is it at? Yeah. That's to learn about our particular cash flow business. I think that should be the link, either one of those, if you want to learn more about what we do. If not, hey, cool. We'll see you on the next live stream, right? We'll see you in the next video. But that's what we do to work on that tax thing and create our lifestyle, right? And not worry about stuff like that, right? So I'm telling you guys, once you get it, let's make that the mantra for the channel. Go to where your assets are treated best. I love it. I love it. Well, there you go, Crypto Platy. There it is right there. All right, guys, listen, thank you so much for checking in. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. Happy 4th, as always. Remember, guys, look, we talk about this all the time in the CBI, right? In the Citizenship by Investments, right? Go to where you're treated best. Well, here in the crypto space, go to where your assets are treated best. Listen, guys, I'm going to end this stream like I do all of my streams and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, but we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya.
Bye.